Live at 11, CBS 47 Action News Jax starts right now.
Tonight, the Jacksonville community mourning the loss of civil rights activist Ben Frazier. He died yesterday after a 9-month battle with cancer. Frazier's family tells us it happened a day after his 73rd birthday. Now, many knew Frazier in part as leader of a group focusing on tackling problems of injustice in Jacksonville. Good evening, I'm Ben Ryan. During his career, Frazier was at the forefront of several issues and what many have called historic moments in the city. Action News Jax Nick Gibson joining us live from City Hall. And Nick, you've been speaking with several local leaders throughout the day who say Frazier will truly be missed.
Yeah, and Ben Frazier actually at this Jacksonville City Hall right behind me is where he spent a lot of his time. And just last year, he was arrested for going over time inside of public comment, inside of a city council meeting, and he was later arrested for it.
He fought till the end.
Isaiah Rumlin, president of the Jacksonville NAACP, is remembering a civil rights icon in the Jacksonville community, Ben Frazier. Frazier died yesterday after a 9-month battle with cancer. He was 73 years old. Rumlin tells me he just spoke with Frazier over the phone just days ago.
It was either Thursday or Friday, while he was in the hospital. And he said, continue to fight.
And fighting for what he believed in was something many say Frazier never backed down from. Rumlin says Frazier will live on in the Jacksonville community forever.
He stood up for what he believed in. And when an individual stand up and speak on behalf of what he believed in, then you can't take that away from an individual.
Frazier was a pioneering voice for many in the community. From the removal of Confederate monuments in Jacksonville
remove the Confederate monuments. Take them down.
To redistricting and fighting crime in Northwest Jacksonville.
Something's a little fishy here.
Among other things, all that Jacksonville City Councilwoman Jacoby Pittman says he will be remembered for.
When you saw Mr. Ben Frazier, he was the same person all the time. What was important to him, what mattered to the people, mattered to him.
Attorney John Phillips represented Frazier in 2 court cases from 2022, with the most recent being when Frazier was arrested at Jacksonville City Hall, speaking on the Confederate Monument debate.
When somebody's vulnerable, when their back is against the wall, they're a little different. And he wasn't. He was still a righteous crusader and, respectful.
Phillips said he doesn't think Jacksonville will ever fully appreciate who Frazier really was.
Ben was always trying to change the world for the least served within it. And that's a Christ-like job that not many people walk the talk on.
Now, family members have yet to release any information about a funeral or a memorial service, But of course, once Action News Jax receives that information, we will bring it to you on air and also online for local coverage you can count on. Reporting from downtown Jacksonville, Nick Gibson, Action News Jax.
Ben Frazier was the president of the North Side Coalition. Founded in 2015, Frazier, alongside with his team, advocates to end racial, economic, and social injustice. To the redistricting battle with the city, who was accused of racial gerrymandering. Ben Frazier, along with other civil rights groups, are responsible for the settlement that resolved into this map they said was to help reflect all the voices of Jacksonville residents and voters. Ben also put his own freedom on the line in December, resulting in his arrest for refusing to leave the podium, calling on City Council to remove Confederate monuments. Just a month ago, the remaining section of the James Weldon Johnson Monument was removed. And today, the one in Springfield Park remains. Removing that one was a major focus for Frazier.
We think it's time for Jacksonville to march into the sunlight of a brand new day. That Jacksonville become a city that is too busy to hate.
And in January last year, Action News Jax told you Frazier was arrested after refusing to leave a Governor DeSantis news conference. Frazier and other community members showed up demanding to see the governor and ask him questions directly. Frazier was removed before it started. Now tonight we're also hearing from more local leaders and members of the community reacting to Ben Frazier's passing. Mayor-elect Donna Deegan posted this picture of the two of them, saying that Jacksonville won't be the same without Ben Frazier. She went on to talk a little bit about some of his accomplishments, saying that he was a man of integrity and conviction, saying Ben brought overwhelming passion to everything that he did. Nikki Freed also chiming in here, saying that this is incredibly sad news. Ben Frazier was a giant and understood to his core what good trouble meant. Rest in peace, my friend. The torch has been passed, and we will continue to make you proud. Now, we also heard from Jacksonville Sheriff T.K. Waters, who's reacting to Frazier's death tonight. In a statement, Action News Jax, Waters says that his condolences are with Frazier's family and the Northside Coalition. Waters hopes that Frazier's family and friends find comfort during this difficult time. Now, in the next 10 minutes, we're going to walk you through how Frazier went from journalist to activist in a 2019 interview with Action News Jax' Don Lopez. We also have a list of Frazier's career achievements and reactions from other local leaders right now on actionnewsjax.com.